started.
Good morning, Triton Nation. Sorry, good afternoon, Triton Nation. I'm Hugo Minar. I will be the commentator for today, filling in for the absent Dan Peatfish, aka the voice of the Tritons. And this is the coverage of Iowa Central Tritons B-side versus the Minnesota B-side. Joined today with Bryce Barnard on the camera, Michael Carnes taking stats. And Iowa Central have forced an early penalty within 5 of the Minnesota line.
Sammy. Atta boy.
It's not even 3 yet, my mate. So this is looking good. And it's a try for Sam Tribe. Sammy Tribe dots down, making his A-team debut today and looking dangerous for the B team already in the early stages. Mate, Triton's off to a good start. Javier Sanchez bringing on the tee today for the first bit. Joanna? Hayden Parker will look to add the extra 2. Excuse me. Hayden Detige. Hayden Detige sizing this one up. Probably about 10 meters out with the angle. Not a breath of wind anymore. The southwester isn't with us anymore. Hayden Detige knocks it over. That ball, once again, is in the forest. Hard to find. 7-0 Tritons. Tritons B-side wearing the retro throwback jerseys. So we've got Malik at 1. I believe so, no. Malik at 1, Lane Rouse at 2, Sam Tribe 3, Trey Thompson 4, Jack Lanza, captain today, 5, playing in his home state. Mamadi Tule at 6. Lane Rouse at 7. Sorry, Lane Rouse at 7, Andrew Arada's at 2. Ladon's at lock. Jack Lanza. Ladon's at lock with Jack Lanza. Trey Thompson's at 8. 9, we've got Damian Wallace. Hayden Detige at 10. Gavin Lewis at 12. Terrence at 13. 15, we've got Dre. And we've got Cliff Patterson on the wing. Accompanied on the other wing by Damian Wallace is on the other wing, and Oliver Quete is playing scrum off today. Quete feeding out to the forwards, letting them do the work, bash it up the middle. Quete to Detige, hitting the forwards up. Gavin with the show and go, making a bit of movement. Quete looking for Detige out to Tule, tracking 1, tracking 2. A strong run of that one. Kwete feeds to Tatish with the inside ball. 99 problems, but an inside ball ain't one. Out to Ladon with a long, hefty pass. Out to Gavin. Gavin looking for options. Finding man outside. Can't see who that is. Kwete at the breakdown. Feeding it to Trey Thompson. Trey Thompson beating the advantage line. Giving clean ball out for Kwete. Kwete to Tej. Tej looking for Malik on the flat line. Malik running hard. Malik with a bit of space and a bit of work to do. Going down. Kwete. Oh, it's not Kwete. Mamadi Tule with the stiff arm. Don't argue. Dots down for a 5-pointer. How you? Mamadi Tule, the beast. Hainer Tatish got a pretty simple conversion ahead of him, right in front. He's taking it about 10-15 back.
You could put the player who scored the try there.
Come on, Prusner. Come on, Prusner. Big ups. Mike got in. Got a chat on the side, never heard anyone. Sprained, you reckon, Lane? Yeah. Once again, we've got Bryce Barnard on the camera. Michael Carnes taking stats. Bryce Barnard's first cap on the camera. We joined up in commentary with Gaz Sanders Crook and Reese Smith as well.
Good boy, Aiden!
Hainer Tatij, head down, follow through, adds the extra 2, 14-0 Tritons. Lovely dink there, Hayden. Bye, Hayden. Give what? To the arse? Yeah. Shout out to Pierre Wansbury, who's at home today. With a case of old man's back syndrome. He's pulled out his back at practice. And he is in our thoughts. Minnesota overcooking the kick slightly, and it's out in the full. Titans will opt for the scrum in the middle in a dangerous attacking position.
Did you just nut to him? No, Chef. You can't do that to him. That's our hooker, bro. 40 yards away. Still got it, old man. Still got it.
Chef with a 40-meter nutmeg. I'm not sure if we got that on camera. The A-team game was on before this. Managed to win it 35-10. Beautiful display of rugby. And a beautiful day here out in Minnesota. It's coming out at about 68 degrees. Southwest is starting to pick up again.
63.
63 degrees, excuse me. Middle scrum, Oliver Kwete with the feed. Kwete looks to go left with a 3-3 split here. Hayden Tatij, little inside step, gives it out to Cliff Patterson. Cliff Patterson using his feet. Penalty not releasing by Minnesota. Tritons will probably look to hit the line. Tatij will look for the line. I'm sure about 3 people just told him to just find touch. And he does so with ease. A good nudge there. Andrew Harada with the throw-in. Opts to go front ball to Trey Thompson. Trey Thompson looking to carry. Oliver Quetta commanding the boys. Turnover, Minnesota.
Probably Trey. For dumping.
Card. He's off.
Yeah.
Lane Rouse given the yellow card.
Lane.
Given the yellow card for a dump tackle. Illegal tackle. So the Titans are down to 14. Mate, that was custard. That was custard. Yeah. So Minnesota's got the penalty and they are going for touch.
Get some water, get a breather. Chill with the boys, yeah? Heads up!
The left footer finding touch on about the halfway line. Excuse me, just before. About 42 meters out from the try line. Minnesota with the throw-in. That's mine. There's a hashtag for number on it, my mate.
Nice win,
There's a
Sam!
hashtag for number. So. Tritons ball. Quete with the feed to Malik. Looks for a little space. Oh, gives the hand. Manages to beat two. Quete to the Tej to Gavin. Gavin feeding off two. Looks like Terrence carrying hard. Clean ball there for Quete. Quete giving to Mamadi Tule, the hard runner. Getting over the advantage line again. Quete feeding to his flower to Tej. To Tej on the wide ball to Malik. Malik gives Sam Tribe with the pop. Harada carrying.
Good boy, Cliff!
Nice quick ball there for Tritons. Oliver Quete gets it out. Hayden to Tej. Sees a little half gap.
Yes, hey,
Goes for it. Hayden to Tej trying to use his feet.
Go down, don't get held up. Down!
Ball still available for the Tritons. Great little break there from Hayden to Tej. Tritons still retaining possession.
Let's go, Aiden!
The ball's there for Quete. Quete holds it and dots down next to the uprights. Oliver Quete. What's the score? It's 21 now. 19-0 with the kick to come.
Jake.
Hayden to Tej with another pretty simple conversion. The Triton team looks fired up, ready to go. 3 tries already and we're about 15, maybe 20 minutes in. Hayden to Tej sizing this one up. He is 2 from 2 so far. Hayden de Tige with a useful dink. Straight through the sticks. 21-0.
16 left in the half.
16 minutes left of the half.
5 on the card.
Hmm?
5 on the card.
16 left of the half, mate.
What he said.
No way. 16 gone, maybe. We started this game at like 10-2. And it's only 5 past now. It's 15 minutes in.
I think he's tried 23 minutes in.
Andrew Harada with the don't argue. Gives him the fend. Oliver Quete trying to get clean ball. Minnesota's disrupting that breakdown. Mamadi Tule breaking a tackle, wasn't held, carried on using his momentum. Quete looking for Ladon. Ladon up the middle, bashing it up, getting over the advantage line well. Quete's got some clean ball. Lets it out to Tige. Tige to Terrence on the flat.
Hold on to that ball, Terrence. Hold on to that ball, Terrence.
Minnesota with the turnover.
10.
They were saying
Minnesota moving the ball well. Found on the outside. Minnesota picked up around the corner, looking to use the fringes. Penalty Tritons, holding on.
myself, Tony scored 2,
Hayden de Tige just going to go for the line.
that's it, and then we just went for poles.
3 times.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be back next week, eh? Need to get out of bed.
Hayden de Tige finds touch.
Oh, once, well done.
About 45 out from the try line. Get out of bed, my mate.
Well, we've been on it. Look, we kicked it to them, but he knocked it on, and one of our guys just recovered it.
Yeah, no, he was like, shout to Pierre was brilliant, suffering with old man back spasms or syndrome.
I was central with the throw in. Central wins their own line out. Hayden de Tige giving the dummy to Gavin and giving it out wide to Andre. Terrence picking it up.
Alright, babe, I'll see you in a bit. Love you.
Iowa Central continuing to roll forward, but Minnesota with the turnover. Iowa Central trying to disrupt their ruck. Nice leg chop there by Mamadi Tule. Turnover ball, Iowa Central. Using the momentum, riding it. Oliver Quete looking for his fly off to Tige. To Tige with a little dink over. Caught by Minnesota. Minnesota on the counter attack. The 15 beat 1. And it is a turnover ball. Titans have it again. Oliver Quete looking for Jack Lanze as captain. Not much support at the ruck for the Tritons, but Quete manages to get it out. Sam Tribe! Don't argue! Bashes one.
There's only one, Sam.
There is only one Sam Tribe, and the Tritons lose it. He was a one-off runner. Wasn't much support with him.
One for Ollie. No, Mama D, sorry.
Mamadi Tule wrapping up on another tackle.
Righto.
Andrew Arada with a waist tackle, slinging him down eventually. Tritons. Hayden with a nice tackle, ball coming loose. Minnesota recovering it though, carrying hard up the middle. Turnover, Hayden to Tej. Looking to use his feet, gives a little offload. Trey Thompson carrying hard.
I saw his head bounce off his shoulder then.
Trey Thompson with a little work to do. Oliver Quete looking to play it right. Hayden to Tej. Malik Thomas.
Oh,
He has been hungry to come back after being out for a few weeks with a shoulder injury. He's looking good on his first return. Quete looking for Glanzer.
Cliff, use your voice, mate.
Hayden to Tej, hearing the call from out wide. Sam Tribe letting it go. A bit wavered the pass. Knock on. Triton scrum down Minnesota in the middle in their own half. No, please. I wish I had more.
Hey, do you want to sit here? Cliff, sit down.
That's good.
Use your voice. You got one. Yeah.
Yes.
All good.
Oh, it's the back. It's gone.
Sure you don't want to sit down?
Yeah, it makes it worse.
I don't know about you, but I feel pretty good right now.
You do? I can't see anything.
This rat.
Never mind, Jake says no.
Yeah, you tell him, Jake. Yeah, Trey.
Trey Thompson. Minnesota with the feed at the scrum. A big hit there by Iowa Central. Minnesota looked to pick up from the back, but a knock on. Good pressure there from Iowa Central. Mamadi Tule.
He read your mind.
Yellow cards back on. Lane Rouse. Back on from the sin bin.
Come, Chicky!
Lane Rouse back from the naughty corner.
I can't wait to tell my parents that this is out, because they're going to love the commentary. I would tell them, like, listen to Hugo's voice. Don't even watch the game, just watch, just have the volume.
Put your iPad face down with volume up.
Like, just
Can't-
turn the brightness all the way down, and just turn up the volume.
What happened again? Jokes, my mate.
Good stuff, Derek, good start. We don't like to see it.
Yeah. Water is an extreme necessity today in this heat that's beaming down at the moment. Wind dropped down as well. It's just been a great day of rugby today. Tritons pick from the back. Trey Thompson breaking a few tackles. Minnesota needing about 3 to get him down. Clean ball for Oliver Quete, looking for his options. Hits Ladon. Oh! Don't argue, 2 of them. Oliver Quete with the wide ball to the Tej. To Tej wrapping around Gavin Lewis. Lewis with a bit of work to do. Carrying hard. Sam Tribe ordering the troops. Mamadi Tule with an inside step. Oliver Quete looking for his fly off in the form of Hayden to Tej, giving it to Tribe. Tribe out the back to Gavin. Gavin to Harada. Harada with the shine go. 1 to beat. Denied. Try time. Harada managed to get over. Great team effort there from the Tritons. Good hands. Good use of the pod. And a pretty difficult kick here for the Tige. If Hayden the Tige is anything like Hayden Parker,
This literally works.
we've got the Triton cheerleaders here today. The Triton cheerleaders coming all the way from Iowa Central for this. So Hayden to Tige with a kick from the corner. Not too sure what I was just listening to. To Tige with a tough angle. He is about 28 out with the angle. Sizing this one up. It's his first challenging kick of the day. A nice strike across the face of the uprights though. He is now 3 from 4. Tritons are 26-0.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't do that to me, Derek. Come on.
26-0 Tritons. Grazie very much.
None of them worked. Literally nothing anyone did besides that last one that they got done for was over horizontal. Wasn't even close. But that's how to take it. But it's alright. They can headlock. Leave it! They can headlock people in malls, you know. I don't think Tua had any idea that was coming for him.
Minnesota just overcooked it a little bit for the kickoff, out on the full. So Titans will have the scrum down in the middle of the field. Tritons are going with a 4-2 split in the back line. Minnesota's only set one defender on the blind side. So Oliver Quete will exploit the blind side, looking for numbers, no one with him. Quete uses the fend twice, got a little bit of space. Decides to hold it. Good run there from Oliver Quete. So the forwards decide to use it, pick up from the ruck, around the fringes. Malik Thompson breaks one, breaks two. He should be over. And he is. Malik Thompson having a stormer. That is 31-0 to the Tritons. Kick to come. Pretty neutral angle here for the Tige. Tige with the dink. 33-0 Tritons. Tige cracking on the extra 2 points. Minnesota to get the second half. I mean,
Guess.
to restart.
If you want to, the sheet's in there. You can. We've done it. How many put down?
Minnesota to get us rolling again. Malik Thompson's under it. Thompson using his feet. Tough man to tackle. Takes 4 to get him down. Nice little line break. Clean ball for Oliver Quete. Quete looking for Tribe. Tribe fending a few to take him down. Over the advantage line he goes. Quete looking for his fly off in the form of Datij. Datij out the back too.
Yeah, nice, Aiden.
I mean, Datij out the back. Getting it from Luz.
Just how they're set up.
Tritons get it out to the wing. Quete getting it to Arada. Tritons ball. Quete to Tribe. Tribe to Gavin. Gavin giving it to Terrence. Terrence has Cliff Patterson open. Patterson's in a bit of space. Still got a bit of work to do. High tackle. He's still going. He's still going. Advantage. No advantage played by the ref.
He's going for it. He's going for it. There we go, boys.
And it is a penalty try.
Yeah, Tridents.
Penalty try for the Tritons. And that is the first half. That is a 7-pointer. 40-0 at halftime.
Do we stop?
So just say yes, penalty try. Put yes, P T That's fine by me, mate.
Mate, I'm coming in 4th string.
Fine, just make sure you don't pop your hip out going up and down the sideline, alright, mate? Fine. Don't pop out the old hip, mate. You know my hip's in there. Oh, it's not? No. Back, sorry. Oh no, you gave your back problems to Pie, that was it.
I'm just going to stay on the commentary. This is my new calling.
Being serious, I can't wait for this tape to come out. The commentary is amazing. Absolutely perfect.
Come here, Reese. Come here. Come here, my boy.
Come on, my boy.
Come here, my boy. Oh, the mic is so on. Don't have too much. Hello. There's literally no way I have to do it. Listen, my mate, this game started. And supper. Supper always takes longer than expected. I think we just stop it. That's it. Stop it a quick. Yeah. Mate, this was a 30-minute off. Game started at 10 2. I'm pretty convinced. And it's like 20 past.
Someone throwing a wet towel at you. Yeah, let's go, Jordan!
Back at it.
Oh, everyone's allowed cheerleaders. Cheerleader! Don't have cheerleaders. Let me do my thing.
Derek!
And we are back. Minnesota with the deep kickoff. Tritons have it. There's Gus Sokol with a little fin and an outside give to Cliff Patterson. Cliff Patterson still working hard. Patterson with the placement. Kwete feeds his captain Jack Lanza. Lanza carrying hard. Mamadou Tule securing the ruck. Kwete out to Detij. Detij looks like Thompson carrying hard. Reggie Parks is on off the bench. So is Gus Sokol, as I just mentioned earlier. Gus Sokol, I think, at 13. Mamadou Tule. A nice little line break. A good hit from the last Minnesota defender there to get him down. He's a hard man to tackle that. Malik Thompson with a nice little half break. Spotted a little gap. Places the ball nicely. Clean ball for Oliver Kwete to Tej to Gavin Luz. Luz will carry. Gus Sokol cleaning up at the ruck. Stolen ball there by Minnesota. Good counteract by them. Iowa Central not too threatening at that breakdown. Minnesota looking to use their forwards once more. Feeds it to their forwards, still playing with them. No steal there. Reggie Parks went for the poach. Didn't manage to get his hands on it. 13 feeds out wide from Minnesota. Clean ball there for the Minnesota score. Oh, turnover there. Iowa Central Tridents. Oliver Kwete looking to use his forwards. Malik Thompson gives it out wide. Josh Denny carrying hard. Clean ball there. Lane Rouse over the top. Oliver Kwete looking for his lock. Jack Lanza again. Lanza carrying up the middle. Bashing it up. Kwete going blind. Hits Josh Denny on the hard flat line. Kwete once more looking for Detij. Detij throwing an interception. Minnesota's outside center with an intercept and scores under the poles. Detij perhaps lying a little bit flat there. Maybe not the right option.
Did you give one to Derek? Did you give the can to Derek?
Minnesota got a relatively easy conversion right in front of the sticks here. Sun's really starting to beam down here in Minnesota. Currently up to 64 degrees. The wind has slowed down drastically. Beautiful day to come down to the park and watch some footy. Minnesota converts 2 more. 40-7. There is a substitution in the process for Iowa Central. Kyle Banks entering the field. He is on for Malik Thompson, who has had a cracking game today. Plenty of line breaks, plenty of offloads. Great game from the prop. Hayden de Tige will get the game rolling again.
I really don't know how much weight this thing can take, okay?
Just gotta point and go in and out.
De Tige with a narrow and short kickoff to restart.
Oh!
Thumping tackle there. Is it a turnover? No. Triton's diving over. Penalty for Minnesota. They're up to go for touch, but don't find it. The kicker doesn't connect with it, mishits it a little bit. Triton's ball inside Minnesota's half. Oliver Quete looking for Kyle Banks.
Oh, get him, Kyle!
Kyle Banks getting over two. Good ruck speed there by the Titans. Quete once more to De Tige. De Tige to lose, wrapping around, receiving it back. De Tige out to D-Maz. Damian Wallace with a bit of space on the outside. Damian Wallace in the corner. 5 more. D-Zam. D-Zam Wallace.
That's the man right there. Fitness, yeah? That is the man, the myth, the legend, D-Zam.
D-Zam Fitness putting on a show.
I know. Damien! There we go, D-Zam. They're like, oh shit. Damien! Woohoo! Yeah, Damien! Let's go. Damien, I'm your biggest fan. You did it for 202.
Damian Wallace using his feet while getting on the outside and turning on the afterburners to make it to the corner. Hayden de Tige, tough angle. 5 meters out, 7 meters out from the outline. Distance is about 28 with the angle, 28 meters with the angle. Sizing this one up. He's only missed one today. Hayden de Tige across the face of the uprights.
Next one, Hayden, yeah, good strike, mate.
Looks to be another substitution. Alex Parser coming on for Trey Thompson. Trey Thompson had a super game. Well played to the Iowa Central 8. He's had a great game.
Hey, Chef, you meant me down here, buddy. Meant to be down here on the 10, mate. Do you want to wrap there? Come on, bud. Come on. Get the next one, mate. There we go, Chef.
Minnesota restarts. Josh Denny receiving it out deep. Jack Lanza carrying hard. Getting over the advantage line. Oliver Quete looking for his options. Gives a little box kick. Manages to get it over the fullback. Minnesota 15's got a bit of space and time. And it is called back. It was advantage for Iowa Central. Oliver Quete took advantage of it, putting a tactical kick over.
Very tactical, I would have to say, Hugo.
Hayden de Tige will look for the line.
That was a very tactical kick, Hugo. I would have to say. What about you? It's like we go back and forth.
See, I'm keen to do that, but I don't know if I can hear you.
So how do you think this game is looking today? Beautiful day out here in Minnesota, Falcon Heights. The Gophers really putting up a fight against the Titans. I'm not going to lie.
The Gophers
The Gophers. Very good players. Backline's very...
playing a very quick and expansive game. The Gophers just aren't managing to string together the phases in this game.
Very, very, very fast. Yeah.
Minnesota's 13, carrying hard. Alex Passer making his first tackle there. Looking wide. Good line speed by Iowa Central. Met hard by an Iowa Central defensive line. Turnover ball, Iowa Central. Iowa Central running hard.
Get on him!
Gives the offload. Intercepted by Minnesota. Couldn't quite find the man running on. Penalty to Minnesota.
Dirty Gophers, the dirty Gophers.
Samir lost the ball.
I've got a few interested fans here in commentary with me at the moment.
Let's go Gophers!
Gophers fans apparently. And Minnesota manages to find touch. Minnesota with the throw in. Line out one there by Minnesota. Scrum off can't find his option. They're looking for a bit of continuity here.
He's about to go in.
Minnesota going wide. They're 13 looking for... Oh, knock on there by Minnesota. Forced error by Iowa Central.
No advantage, no knock on, nothing, really. Come on, buddy.
And another turnover for Minnesota. They now have it deep in their red zone. They'll be looking to get out. Reggie Parks with the turnover. And a try. Touchdown, Reggie Parker.
It was 47 before that try.
Was it not 40?
It's past that.
Have we scored one since halftime? Before this?
45, and then Damien scored.
Oh, yes.
So it's 50.
Oh, he didn't
At the
knock it.
moment,
He
it's
didn't knock it, so it was 45.
Yeah, it's 50 at the moment, and then after the kick it'll be 52. Yeah! Let's go,
Javier Sanchez
Sanchez for the win!
on in the number 17 jersey. A fan's favorite. On for Lane Rouse. Sending Lane Rouse off, in fact. Lane Rouse having a good game. Just coming back from injury, actually. Handed to Tiege, fails to convert. Javier Sanchez on in number 17. Good restart there from Minnesota. Taken into contact there on the outside. Iowa Central will be looking for clean ball. And it is a penalty to Minnesota, I'm assuming for not releasing. And another penalty because Iowa Central was not 10. Minnesota carrying hard up the middle. They didn't go to the forward pod. Bashing it up once more. Minnesota scrum off, looking for his forward pod again. Their flanker taking it around the outside, taking a few to get him down, and forces the penalty. Minnesota penalty. They scrum off once again, tap and go. Iowa Central, not 10. Another penalty. About 7 meters out. Minnesota in a dangerous position. Gives it to his 13, who carries hard towards the poles. Jack Lanza holding him up. It's denied, just short inches. Scrum off, taps and goes again, gives it to his 8. Tackled just short. Gives it to his forward pod. Minnesota 9, out to his 10, who's giving it to his 13, looks like. Breaks a few tackles, gets over, down for the try. 50-10 at the moment, kick to come.
Where's Avery?
Wind's starting to pick up again. So the Minnesota kicker has a pretty tough job from quite far out. Come from quite wide. Slight pick up breeze in a pretty tight angle. And the kick is good. Great kick there from the Minnesota kicker. It is 50 points to 12 to Iowa Central. They got it apparently. Hayden the Tish to get us rolling again.
Get the man bun.
Yeah, let's just keep them ones, eh? Get a bit of a workout going, eh?
Chef, they could do some balls over that side, mate. Come on, don't be greedy. Rugby balls.
Hayden the Tish goes deep with it. Minnesota securing their own ball. They'll look to use their forward pod, running on hard. Jack Lanza disrupting the breakdown very well, steals it, turnover ball, Titans. And they'll look to attack wide here. Queta goes left with it. Reggie Parks carrying hard. Reggie Parks with a nice fend, giving it away. Another offload. Tritons, try time in the corner. Great try there from Iowa Central. A nifty little half break from Reggie Parks.
Kev! Kevin! Kevin! Who scored? Who scored?
I think we got an amputator. We got to take the ball.
Could have been Josh. I thought he already had a try. Thanks for coming to my brother's match.
Hayden DeTiege has got another challenging job ahead of him. From out wide.
said he wants me to eventually get MVP in this game, but I'll be
Hayden Detige gives it a nice hoof. And gets it over from the corner. Great kick there by Hayden Detige. 57-12 to the Tritons.
Yeah, tackle. You want to know your thing? You got one try. And then you got the ball poached twice. You got one try. It was a nice one. You had some good runs. I wish we could record those, or not record, but just write something on the stat sheet for the good runs.
Minnesota with the kickoff. They go deep. Cliff Patterson using his feet a little bit. Reggie Parks gets the breakdown. Excuse me. Oliver Quete let it go wide using his runners. Tritons looking to find a bit of momentum here. Detige using his forward pod. Ladon letting it go to Gavin Lewis. Gavin Lewis out to Gus Sokol. Gus Sokol running hard into contact, getting hit back a little bit. Oliver Quete out to Jack Lanza. Jack Lanza running hard into contact, taking 3 to get him down.
Javi, get in there, buddy.
Oliver Quete out to Detige. Detige to Carl Banks. Carl Banks going straight over the top, tracking 2. Carl's got an option on the inside. No one's catching him. He's straight through and speeding home. Kyle Banks. A huge 60-meter run there from Kyle Banks. When he tells his kids the story one day, he'll say it was 90. Great run there from Kyle Banks. Props love to talk about their tries. I'm sure we'll hear a lot about this on the bus trip home. So that is 62 to 12 to the Tritons. Kick to come.
Jake! Sit!
40 left, we're on the field. Go.
Sit!
See what happens? I was gonna get so
So 62-12, conversion to come. Just over 5 minutes left of game time. Hayden Detige. Difficult kick, but his previous one was even wider. A hefty strike. Straight through the middle. Hayden Detige Parker. Lovely hoof. 64 to 12 Tritons. Just over 5 minutes left of game time.
Most likely. It was me. I taught him what he knows. You see him on Friday? I was teaching him. You can't take credit for that one, Chef. Sorry, mate. Right? Who gave him a ball and a tee? I don't even know. Let's go.
Minnesota goes deep with it. Tritons taking it easily, taking it up the left. Looking for options. Kyle Banks looking to carry. Oh, whistle blown. They'll come back for... It's an infringement on the far side.
Pasta, bro.
Pasta did it? You said Pasta?
Well, Pasta's in trouble.
Alex Paster's getting spoken to with his captain, Jack Lanza. Some sort of illegal infringement there from Alex Passer, but passes back off for Lane Rouse. Lane Rouse back on the pitch. Pass off. Carl Banks, a little tackle there. Iowa Central coming for the counter ruck. Just not managing to get it away. Minnesota carrying hard up the middle. Jack Lanza trying to get him down. He does eventually. Good leg drive there from Minnesota. And they'll look to play their forward pod off to the right. Minnesota going right again with it. And picked up. Gavin cleaning up there while there with the tackle. Minnesota goes left again. Then 9 feeds it to the wing. Damian Wallace with a covering tackle. Sublime work there. Lovely tackle there, Damian Wallace, DZAM Fitness. Give it a follow. Can't be much longer left of the game. Iowa Central winning their own lineouts off the top to Oliver Quete. Quete hits Ladon. No one's tackling Ladon. Gets over 2. Gavin Lewis carrying hard up the middle. Triton's firing hard.
Nice runs.
Damian Wallace chasing hard on it. Samir, sorry. Very short-sighted I am.
Come on, guys. Why are you like...
There's Damian Wallace. Minnesota looking to use, met hard by Mamadi Toule. He has been looking for work on defense and has been hungry for it. Knock on. Good line speed, good pressure there from Iowa Central. Knock on there, Minnesota. Scrum down Tritons. Definitely closing stages of the game.
He's kind of set. Should I give him those? Just give him 2. Yeah, he was in, because there's a assist down there. I gave Kyle and Mamadi but he was the 3rd guy there. No. And then there's another one over here, I believe. Next in the World Cup. Wales? Wales and France.
Another lovely it's uncontested scrum. Ladon will pick up from the back, taking it blind. No one at the breakdown though, and ref calls penalty for Tritons. 2 minutes left of the game. Yeah. Hayden Dettige will look for the line. Triton speeding it up. They want one more. Larking big time, man. Iowa Central with a great line out and they'll look to maul it. Interesting to see how Hayden Dettige uses his backs here. Set piece ball. Iowa Central's been dangerous with set piece today. Very good. Kyle Banks gets over 1. Takes it to the line nicely. Oliver Quete picking and going again. I think it was Quete. Oliver Quete darting down under the sticks. Makes for an easy conversion for Hayden Dettige. now it's
No, ours. First game. First team.
35-10, I think. It is 69-5.
You scored twice.
12. They got one. 69-12 here. Conversion to come.
I'm sorry. For your shirt, it's over. It's over
right.
there. It has my name written on the Iowa Central logo. When you find it,
Arranged.
could you possibly bring it to me? Thank you. And then your shirt is in with
What are
my
you up to?
shoes on the
What are you
outside
gonna
pocket.
Really? Yeah, I know, bro. What room are you going to be? I'll come back.
Wait, we're staying in a hotel.
Heine de Tige knocks it over.
So I'm just like, what? Oh, you just mean back at me.
That is 71-12 to the Tritons. On behalf of the Iowa Central Community College, we are extremely grateful for the facilities. Thanks for having us, Minnesota. It's been a truly great day of rugby. Thanks for having us. Up here from Bryce Barnard on the camera, Hugo Minar here signing out. That's us. You stay classy, Minnesota.